Hello children, Triveni Public School welcomes you all to the science class, that is the chapter 1, living and non-living things. Before I begin, I would just want you to recall the worksheet which I had sent you long back about the same chapter, living and non-living things. Probably you might have had some difficulty in solving the worksheet of the same chapter. That is because just without the explanation we had some bridge course kind of or a startup kind of a worksheet for that. So now today I will be explaining you about the chapter in detail, that is living and non-living things. Kindly go through this carefully. First we would have the features of living and non-living things. Now what does features means? Features are nothing but the main points or main aspects or the characteristics. That is known as features, and here we will see about living and non-living things in detail. See, living things features or living things characteristics are, as you all know, living things require food, we require growth, and we also reproduce. Now what does reproduce mean? Reproduce is nothing but multiple forms of its own will be formed, or it will be multiplied or reproduced, or the production happens of its own kind. That is known as the feature reproduce. Now what is non-living things features are? Non-living things features are exactly the opposite of living things features, that non-living things do not require food, non-living things do not grow, and non-living things do not reproduce. And living things can feel sensation, whereas non-living things do not have any sensation or does not feel any kind. In this slide you can see the reproduction process of human, of hen, and of the fishes. That is towards the left hand side. Towards the right hand side you can see the breathing process or the growth happens during the fish's movement in the water through gills. For the human it is through atmosphere, and there is the breathing process happening for insects like earthworms. Antennae is a part where they breathe the air, and the earthworms or the caterpillars will have a small spot-like structures. They will have this breathing process happening over its surface called spiracles. See, here you can see the small insect, that is the caterpillar, and on its surface is the tiny spots I was talking about called as spiracles. S-P-I-R-A-C-L-E-S. Spiracles all over its body. That is the earthworms or the caterpillar's body surface will have spiracles for its breathing process. Next you will see the growth. Living things move definitely around and grow when compared to the plants, where even plants is considered as living things. But definitely we all know living things move, but compared to plants and the other living things, plants do not move. But it has the growth process, it definitely requires food, and it can reproduce. So it definitely comes under the living things category. Which one? The plants. So living things main aspect is growth and movement. Here you can see in the left hand side, that is the birds, the fishes, and the humans are moving around. They have the tendency to move around, and they will definitely grow over a period of time. The fishes, the birds, the humans. Whereas here you can see to the right hand side, there is the growth process happening for human beings and the plants. See how the human beings from child to a kid and then to an adult is formed here, and then compared to the plants, how the seed is grown to a small plant and then to a bigger one or a tree. You can see, children. So this is nothing but the growth process or the movement around happening for the future for living things. Next is the food, feel and reproduce. Living things, first we are only concentrating. Why? Because we are having this chapter for living and non-living things. Once you understand about living things features, definitely you can have the answers ready for non-living things. It will be very easy for you all to understand about the non-living things. So the next point is living things need food and it requires food for its growth, for its movement, for its reproduction, and living things also feel. See here, you can see in the left hand side first picture, there is a watering plant for its growth. The water is nothing but the food for the living thing, that is the plant, and the boy is having the food and the boy requires the energy for his or her growth, for his or her movement and its reproduction. So these three main aspects you need to understand for living things, which requires food and for its reproduction and also for its growth. Here in the middle picture you can see as the girl is having the smell of the beautiful flowers. The feel of the flowers are felt through its smell, and also I spoke to you about the activity which I gave for the Environmental Day called as Mimosa Plant activity. That is Touch Me Not plant. See here you can feel the sensation for the plant Touch Me Not or Mimosa plant, where they have the sensation of feeling. Other than Mimosa plant also, every plant we have around has the sensation of feeling. Only difference is we cannot see the changes as it is seen in the Mimosa plant. And the next, coming to the reproduction part, the right hand side end slide or end picture would be the human beings, two parents having their baby in their hand. That is nothing but reproduction. The hen is giving to a small chick birth, and also the plant is growing due to the sunlight, air, water it has. So these are nothing but the reproduction process happening in human beings. As I said, reproduction is nothing but the process where the living things or living beings reproduce its own kind into multiple forms. Here are the three main features you studied. Next would be the differences between living and non-living things. As we all discussed earlier about the living things can move, living things can grow, reproduce, it requires food. Now coming to the differences exactly, we have to jot down the points. First is living things, and then the next tabular column would be non-living things. See here in this slide you can see very clearly living things can move. Exactly the opposite you need to write for the difference for non-living things. That is, non-living things cannot move. Second point would be living things can breathe, non-living things cannot breathe. Third point is living things can grow, non-living things cannot grow. Fourth point, living things can reproduce, non-living things cannot reproduce. Next point is living things need food, whereas non-living things doesn't need or doesn't require food. Coming to examples between living and non-living things, we have examples for living things like human beings, plants and animals. Whereas example for non-living things, children, you have many things around you which you can mention. Here I have mentioned books, pencils and bench. So these are the differences mainly you need to just remember between living and non-living things. Next, after this particular topic, here ends the chapter for non-living things and living things. Next is the worksheet or the questions based on these chapter. See, first question, second question will have the options. You need to carefully read the options and please write the answers in a sheet. Next again is a true or false. Please read carefully and write the answer. Name the following. As you all have attempted this particular column, you need to mention one answer or one word answer for the sentence. Next is the match the following. Please read the options A, B, C, D, E and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I have given to the right hand side. Please read carefully the options and then you can write the answers. Then comes the answer the following or the questions, where there are only 2 questions. Please explain whatever understanding you have got from the explanation from this slide or from this session. So thank you children. Here ends our chapter 1 for grade 3, living and non-living things. I hope you all understood the chapter 1, and any doubts you can have the revert back or question answer session through ACE app, or else we will proceed with the revision of this chapter in the next session. Thank you, enjoy, and please be safe and stay at home.